Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are going to look at expanding and simplifying expressions with a single pair of brackets. So I would recommend pausing the video and attempting each of these problems and then seeing if you get the same answer as me. So let's check it out. Alright, expand and simplify expressions. I'm just going to cover up this side to avoid confusion. So looking at this, we've got a number of operations going on. So to guide that, I would think of BIDMAS. I'm just going to put BIDMAS down here. That's the order in which operations are performed. So the B in BIDMAS stands for brackets. So you simplify within the brackets, and we actually can't simplify any further. These aren't like terms. So we look to expand the brackets. Expanding the brackets, I use this thing called crab claw. See how that looks a bit like a crab claw? If you've got a crab. Okay, that's a bad drawing. But we expand a single pair of brackets using crab claw. So I'm going to show you. So you reach out to that first number, and that's going to write 4 times 2s. And then you reach out to the second number with your other bit of your crab claw, and that will be 4 plus 4 times 8. You're distributing those brackets. And then just write the plus 7s on the end. And now let's simplify it a little bit. Okay, so we've dealt with the B in BIDMAS. There's no indices. There's no division. There is multiplication. So that means multiplication comes next. I can see those multiplication signs. So 4 times 2s. Well, 4 times 2 is 8. And then s times 1 is just s, right? Only one variable. Then we can simplify. 4 times 8 is 32 plus 7s. And then we are ready to just collect some like terms here. Okay, I can underline my like terms. And we're moving on to addition, right? In BIDMAS, it's the only thing left to do. So collecting like terms, 8s plus 7s is 15s. And then just our normal number on the end. Let's check out the next one. Okay, let's throw that away. So we see here there's a number of operations. So I think of BIDMAS. Brackets. Simplifying within. There's nothing to simplify here because they're not like terms. So we think, okay, brackets, I need to expand them. So I reach out to the first number. And I can write 6 times 3c. Each number in this brackets is being multiplied by 6. Then I get my other bit of my crab claw and I reach out to the second number. So I can say 6 times positive 10 is 60. So plus 60. And then let's get this other blue going. Plus 6c. So we've worked through BIDMAS, we've worked through the brackets. Now what's the next thing? Well, the next order of operations has no indices, division, multiplication. So let's do the things that involve multiplication and write another line. 6 times 3 is 18, and then c times 1 is just c. Plus 60 plus 6c. And we always think, can we simplify it further? Well, yes, luckily we can. There are like terms. So 18 plus 6. Well, 18 plus 2 is 20, plus another 4 gives me 24c plus 60. And that's the simplest form that we can get that in. Let's check out our next one. I'll cover that up. Okay, so we got lots of operations. There's a pair of brackets. Simplify within, we can't do that. Let's use our crab claw. Reach out to the first number. 6 times 4n. Reach out to the second number. 6, so positive 6 times negative 5. So take that number out the front. So positive 6 times negative 5. And then we can just put that 8n straight on the end there. All right, so we've reached out. And now we have got, we worked through our BIDMAS, right? We've dealt with the brackets, indices, multiplication. Okay, there is some multiplication, so let's do it. 6 times 4 is 24. N times 1 is just n. Let's simplify this. Take the sign out the front. Positive 6 times negative 5. So I'm just thinking, first up, 6 times 5 is 30. Then we deal with the signs. Positive times a negative. Different signs means subtract. Plus 8n. Can I simplify it further? Yes, because there's like terms. So 24n plus 8n, taking that sign out the front. So 24 plus 6 gives me 30, plus another 2 gives me 32. Take 30. So make sure you're getting that sign out the front. Let's go. Another one. Brackets. Simplify within. There's nothing to collect. Crab claw. So we're going to, now we're going to just multiply as we go. Okay, so 4 times 8, 32. Plus, well, we've got positive 4 times positive 7 gives positive 28. M times 1 just gives M. So that's expanding using the crab claw. Take 6M. Just comes onto the end. Can I simplify further? Well, there are like terms, so I'm going to underline them. 28m takes 6m. 28 takes 6 is 22. 22m. And 32 plus 22m. We can't get it any simpler. They're not like terms. So let's get going. We can power through these. Expand and simplify these expressions. Now here, this confuses a lot of students. So negative outside the brackets. 2 things I want you to think of. There's a little invisible 1. There's an invisible 1 on both of these, but we'll come to that one when we get to it. So there's invisible 1 and what was the other thing? And we are going to multiply these out. All right. So, because the brackets means multiply. So we're just doing -1 times each of these. So sometimes I put in the little multiply sign just to remind myself. So let's go. -1 times s plus -1 times 5. You're taking that sign out the front. So -1 times s, negative s, plus, well, what's -1 times 5? -1 times 5, negative times a positive, -5. I'm just looking at that. So negative times positive. And then we can write that just a little bit simpler. So see how there's 2 signs written next to each other? You can circle those and decide on a single sign to use. We've got -s. The signs are different, which means subtract. So we could leave it like that. And notice how I've written -1 times s is just -s. That's just the algebra conventions. You don't write the 1 in front of the variable. It's another invisible 1. Let's check out this side, and this is the last question. So we've got negative times 10 take s squared. We put our invisible 1 down, and then we can use our crab claw. -1 times 10. And then you have, I'm just going to put the plus in between always, and then just take the signs out the front. -1 times -s squared. Simplify on the next line. So we've done brackets in our BIDMAS. We've done brackets, no indices, no division, but we do have multiplication, so do that first. -1 times 10. So 1 times 10 is 10. Negative times a positive, different signs, negative. And then over here, just put your plus sign. -1, so negative times a negative is a positive. S squared. So same signs, positive. And that's all we can do with that one, actually. -10 plus s squared. So in the next video, we're going to look at factorizing, which is the opposite of expanding. So you're going to be putting things into a pair of brackets. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.